everyone, Sparkle Sprinkler here. If it is Christmas for you today, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays everyone. For you, your loved ones, your family, friends, everyone, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. If you are new here as a viewer or a subscriber, welcome to my channel. I appreciate you dropping by and spending some time with me. Those of you that are returning, welcome back. I appreciate you so much. Y'all are so kind. Alright, this is going to be an 80 by 80. I had one like this. I call this kind of like a companion piece. If you saw the first vintage kitchen I did with the two ladies in the kind of like 50s and 60s in their kitchen, this is what I consider kind of a companion piece. I had to have them both. This is $27.84 and I've gotten one price match on it. It is an 80 by 80. Let me scoot back a little bit so I can get some room here. We do have some rivers, but I'm seeing it as I roll out. It is just the way the cover sheet. If you saw the video of the carriage and how I repaired that, I will do the same for this one. That is, I can push this down. It's just the cover sheet. The painting has stretched a little bit the way they rolled it. 4 toolkits. 2 bags of diamonds. It's just the way that it was rolled up. Because I can see right here, I can touch that all the way. It's just the cover sheet's not touching the canvas. Now I'm going to have to fix that so it will not crease over on itself. Okay, there will be a picture in between the video and the intro of this. I'm seeing some things here that I'm going to have to look at already. I don't think this is, I didn't look, I don't think this is from the same company that the other one came from, or the same store. I think it's different. We'll have to see what that color W is. Let me see. It's a flesh tone, so it's not the, usually that's like a 3865 or something, a white, the W's are, but this is not. So it may just be the way it's looking, but that is a flesh tone. I just looked at the symbol on here for the W as a flesh tone. It's 3829. We'll look at the diamonds for this W because it's standing out. I know on the grandma that was sitting at the window with her cat, that W was in her face, and it's gonna have to be changed. Wow, y'all, look at this. I'm not sure, like I said, if this is the same store. I didn't look to see. It did not have the black sheet on it that protects the diamonds from creasing over. I'll get that glare off for you. I do not think this is the same company, because on the other one you could see out the window. This one you can't. It looks to be charted different. We'll see. It's still pretty. But it's rendered differently, I think, than the others were. It just doesn't seem as clear as the other 80 by 80 in this style that I had for the vintage kitchen. It doesn't, the cabinets don't seem as clear. It may just be the symbols they've used and they're a little bolder or something. Like right through here, this is all W, and that is a 3829, and the symbol on here is flesh tone. We'll see when I pull the diamonds out. Definitely need to look at the W's. But it just doesn't seem to be as clear. And you would think, for an 80 by 80, like right here, you would think this would be very clear through here. I mean, it's going to be pretty. But if you like this, I wouldn't go any lower than this, simply because of the detail the way it's showing up in an 80 by 80. A 60 by 60, you're not going to get any detail. I would go with the 80 by 80 if you want this one. Okay, there are 24 colors. Here's your legend. It's all numbers and letters. These are the DMC numbers that if you were cross stitching, this would be the floss colors that you use. And the diamonds are made to be as close to the color of the floss as it can be. So the diamond colors I call out, this will be the numbers you're hearing. All right, let me make sure this is not folded on itself. It's not. It's just the cover sheet. I'll have to repair it. If you didn't see the one with the carriage the other day, at the end of that video, I've repaired a canvas so you can see what I'll be doing. I'll be doing the same thing to this one. All right, let's get a look at these diamonds. Yeah, this just doesn't seem as clear. In that other vintage, you could see the cookies were just, I mean, everything was, you could hang it on the wall. This one, not so much. Just not as detailed. For an 80 by 80, you would think. Okay, this is, I'm seeing it right off the bat. This is the number 24. And it looks gold on the camera, but that is a light brown. It's not gold. I don't know why the camera's picking that up as gold, but it's not. The W's are this is a light brown. Okay, you get a thick bag of 37.72. A pretty thick bag of 644. This is another 37.72. That symbol is a U. Okay. And this is down here in all of this. And that is like a light brown. You can see it's different, but I don't know why that's showing up gold, but it's not. It's brown. Okay, 720. That is a C. It's over here in these cookies. Number 12 is 783. And that symbol is F. It's going to be, there's going to be some of that in her arm. So they're more, these are picking up gold, y'all. They're not. They're darker and lighter brown. This is 745, and that is symbol D. No, yes, D. Just scanning. It's going to be some of this shadowing in her arm, the light hitting her arm. This is 608. That is number 7. That's in your cookies and stuff. This is 524. Let's see. Number 6. You're going to have some of that in her apron here. This one is in her apron as well. Up in the cabinets a little bit, just scattered. It's not, there's some right through here. It's just scattered. There's some 6s, there's some 8s, but there's also D's, V's, A's, R's, S's. So it's not all one color in there. It is definitely blended. This is 470, 469. This is 815. You get 2 bags. It's letter G. There's some here in these cookies. There's some here. There's some in the dress. There's some over here in this, looks like a candle. There's some here. So it's all throughout, this is. But it's not the main colors of her dress. zoom this for you real quick. I want to show you. Let me move these over and up. Oh, goodness. Okay, see right here, look at, see all these color changes? There's G's in here. The G was this. That's that color. The 3 was 321. I don't remember if I pulled that one yet. I haven't got it yet. But look at all the color changes in this. So much blending. The same over here. And that may be why this is looking like it is, because there's so much color change and the symbols, you know, are making it look different. But see, these are your W's, which is this color. Even though it's showing gold, it's not. It's a light brown. Okay. Send me back out. There is a lot of color changes in those dresses, y'all. Tons and tons. There's your number 3 that was in that dress. Tons and tons and tons of color changes in that dress. 676 and 317 and 310. Okay. So far, the colors are matching the canvas. Just spot checking it. Okay, that's one bag. This one may be just as good as the other, but I do know outside the windows it's not picking up like that first one did. That first one was, you could have hung that on your wall right then and there, not had to put a diamond on it. This one's going to require your diamonds. But if you want this canvas, I wouldn't go any lower than an 80 by 80, especially the way that tablecloth looks. Okay, you get 2 bags of 938. 1 bag of 3064, 1 bag of 920, 900, that's letter H, that's in this, it's going to be, so they're using it in the reds. 3823 is V, that is, there's some, it's a lot of it right here in her apron. 3363, a thick bag of 3052, 975, 2 bags of 975. This is 3328. That is letter S. It's all in her dress. There's S's in here too. And another bag of 3064. Okay, let's take a deep dive on this canvas and get a deeper look at how they've done the skin tone, how they've done the dresses. Okay. If I keep knocking that over, y'all, it's my remote control for my thing here. Okay. Let's zoom in and get a look at this canvas. It's very clear printing. And see, it is just so many color changes. This is what we call confetti, where you've got a lot of different symbols, a lot of different color changes through here. when they do that, that means they have blended it, and it is going to turn out, usually when I have them like that, they are amazing. See this, remember on the other one you could see things in this shelf. It's just not, I don't think it's charted well. That's why I say it is an 80 by 80. It's going to be okay. But a 60 by 60, you're not going to pick any of this up, y'all. If you want this, you need this 80 by 80. I would not go any lower, simply because of the way they've charted this. Usually the ones that I was getting from the other store, I don't know this. I don't know if this is from the same store or not. I did not look at that. But if you zoomed in, you could see things even more clear. This, like right here on this chair, watch this. When you zoom out, see how the chair comes into focus? That's usually what happens on a 60 by 60. These 80 by 80s that I've been getting, you could see even more detail when you zoomed in. So I don't think this was from the same store as those other 80 by 80s. I didn't think to look at that. But like I said, if you want this, I would not go any lower. I would do this 80 by 80. I don't think you'd pick up any of this in the cookies. I just really don't think that a 60 by 60 is going to show a half of the detail that you're even seeing in this one. See, like through here, this is not all one colors. This is V's and D's and R's and so much color changing that it's going to be beautiful when it's done. But I just would not go any lower than this in size. And those W's really throw me off, but it's a light brown. They're just bold. I think if they weren't bold printed, it wouldn't be as bad. But see, like in her skin, you've got A's, R's, F's, S's, W's, J's, all different A's and B's, and there's so many color changes through here that I think this is going to be beautiful. I always talk about the custom that I did, that I ordered. It was for someone as a gift, and it was a people, and the hair was blonde. And up close, I was putting in greens and yellows and purples, and I was browns. I said, this is not going to work. You step back away from it, her hair was blonde. So when you put all those colors together and you step back, it makes blonde. Who would have thought? My thoughts were, I started at the bottom, and here I am all the way at the top, and I put all this time into this, and this hair is going to ruin this entire canvas, and it didn't. Let's zoom this back out just a tad. There we go. See, in a 60 by 60, I don't think that is going to show up. I think it's just going to be little blobs. And I don't remember if this one came in other sizes. 80 by 80 may be the only way you can get this. But there are, I can't count how many colors are in this dress. In the bodice of this dress, I cannot count that. There's too many. Lots of color changes. This apron's got Q's and T's, 6's, R's, 8's, 2's, 4's, just right here in this apron. It's going to be beautiful. But I just don't think they charted this as clear. Like, let me find my spot here. This bowl. On the other 80 by 80, when you zoomed in, it was just as clear as day what that is. Let's see what happens when I zoom out of this one. See, it's still, I don't think with a 60 by 60, I don't think that's going to show up. In all honesty, it barely does on an 80 by 80. But especially this, you're going to lose a ton of that. If you haven't seen my video, I haven't. It says update, and it is of a Christmas kitchen. It's not this one, or like not the vintage one. I had a different one. I did it a couple of weeks ago. I had originally got it as the 60 by 60, and I said in that video, if I could have gotten it in an 80 by 80, I would have. I found it in an 80 by 80. Go back and find that video. It's got bold letters updates. There's one update of Cocoa Bar and one update of that Christmas kitchen. I show you the 60 by 60 compared to the 80 by 80, and I'm going to work that way. I'm going to do the same section on the 60 by 60, work the same section on the 80 by 80, do a video update and let you see the differences. This is what I'm talking about. On that one, on the tablecloth, on the 80 by 80, you saw the design in it. On the 60 by 60, you lost it. It wasn't even there. And I think you will lose this if you go with a 60 by 60. Okay, everyone, that is going to do it today. Like I said, Merry Christmas to you if it is Christmas where you're at. And I will see all of you tomorrow. I'm going to fix this canvas real quick. All right? Y'all take care. Be safe. Enjoy your time with your family and friends. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.